Greetings, YouTube. Crosstrain here, coming today again from World of Tanks, and I'm going to bring you a game today that is not particularly incredible one way or the other. It is just my second game in this Tier 10 Chinese medium, the 121. My first game, played just before this, was altogether unmemorable, and so I thought I'd bring you my second one. This came at the conclusion of a longish day for me in tanks. I played, I don't know, 20, 25, 28 games yesterday, and it was one of those absolutely miserable, why am I still playing this game kinds of days. I think I ended the day with about a 38% win rate. I couldn't do anything in any tank. Which perhaps is what colored me to bring you this video, because I actually contributed to the team on this one for maybe the second or third battle out of my 25. So, and it's a decent game. It does show off some of the strengths of this tank, although I think I use it in a way that is probably not Chinese medium-esque, because I don't believe, generally speaking, they are known for their accuracy. And I spend a great deal of time sniping, if you will, but that's mostly because that's what the enemy gave us. And I was in a position, my team took this very aggressive stance on top of this hill on Prokhorovka, and we owned the hill, and then we had targets of opportunity. So, well, this tank only has, I think, a .33 accuracy. You can see this Super Pershing just sitting down there, oblivious to the fact that I'm taking shots into his side. He allows me 3 shots, almost 1,400 damage, before he says, "Oh, yeah, maybe I ought to get out of here." I say, "Okay, that's okay. I'll switch over to the Yoho." Take one out of him, and before I can reload, he gets wasted by somebody else. Of course, the Super Pershing not learning it, and he just switched places, came back up. First non-pending shot right there. So then I said, okay, well, there's a T-32 over here, so let's go ahead and take him. So it's crazy, even though this is only .33 accuracy, in this particular game, again, my second in this tank, I found the accuracy to be all I would want and hope for. .33, I understand it's not horrible, but it's not like it's sniper-esque either, so trying to help our 50-51 down there and put one in. Got 54 lightweight, so here we are, less than 3 minutes into the game. I'm already sitting at 3,000 damage. Still haven't used all the shots that we're going to be capable of up here. There's 2 tanks down there left on this end, now 1. So at this point I said, okay, time to go crash the middle, come through the street in town. So let me tell you about this tank. Again, I have 2 tanks, 2 battles in it, but I loved the Wheezy 120, the Tier 9 Chinese medium. I loved it because it hit big. Didn't like it so much because, man, it was a 10.1 second reload on that thing. This tank, same big gun. I'm going to show you some of the weaknesses right here. That -3 gun depression won't even allow me to inch the front of my tank up on this little teeny tiny little barely perceptible rise. So that's part of one of the weaknesses of this tank. I'm trying to, you can see, trying to maneuver sideways so I can get a shot, and I finally said, oh, well, I'm gonna have to go over the top. So, which is fine. But again, back to the Wheezy 120 versus this, same gun, same big hit at average 440 roll. The difference is this has an 8.1 second reload as opposed to the 10.13 and a similarly outfitted Wheezy 120. So, man, this thing just feels like a submachine gun, honestly. It just pumps out shot after shot. So, so that is a very nice upgrade, if you will, over the Wheezy 120. So after 2 battles, even though my first was absolutely, utterly unforgettable, bad, disgusting, superbly bad, I do think this is going to be the only shot I miss, I think, in the battle right here. And I must have just shot right into the ground. But anyway, so there you go. Short battle, less than 5 minutes, almost 4,300, 4,261 damage. And let's just jump to the post-game stats and see what that looks like. So you can see that I didn't get, this is crazy to me, I'm at 4,000, as you saw, 4,261 damage. I didn't get any kills. Of course, I got one of my favorite medals, the Confederate, which means I spread the damage around a lot but didn't end up finishing anybody off. But that's not even good enough for a third-class mastery badge, which is crazy to me. I mean, again, it's not an outstanding game by any chance or by any means, but not even a third-class badge for almost 4,300 damage. The bar must be high for this tank. So, as you'll see on the next page, I had the second most damage of any tank in the game, behind our T-50-51, who did 5,500 with 4 kills, and I came in then at 4,200 with no kills. But as you saw, I damaged a whole bunch. So I did pick up the Confederate, well over twice as much as anybody on the other team, nearly twice the third best damage on my team, and no mastery badge. That just kind of surprised me, to be honest. I thought I'd come out of this game when I was waiting for the post-game results. I figured I'd pick up a second, certainly a third. I was even hopeful for maybe a first, but that was only worth 607 XP. So man, the bar must be something high for this tank. So it'll be interesting as we continue to play it and see what happens to it. But again, I still thought it was a decent enough game, and maybe just because it almost it probably kept me from uninstalling the game last night. Let's just put it that way, because this is my final game, and I quit after this game. But I didn't uninstall because that's what kind of day it was. And if you played World of Tanks for any length of time, you probably feel me here. Didn't have to fire any premium rounds, as you can see, just regular ammunition. 13 shots. I hit 11, excuse me, so I did miss another one. 13 shots, 10 of them penned, 4,261. All of that was from a distance of 300 meters. So like I said, this tank has decent armor, so it also does have the capacity to mix it up a little bit in close, particularly against other mediums, but the slow reload does put it at a disadvantage, even though it hits bigger than I think any other tier 10 medium with a 440 average roll. It also has a reload that's 2 to 3 seconds more than most other tier 10 mediums. But again, this is a good game, 4,261. Didn't travel very far, just under 2 kilometers. Only a little assisting damage there. But again, anytime you run a tier 10 game and you make a 38,000 profit, you're going to be happy with that. So again, I just wanted to bring it to you, maybe to put a little ointment on my wound of the day that was yesterday in World of Tanks, and since I haven't brought a video in about 3 weeks, figured this would be as good as it gets. So hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider pushing that like button in here and comment. I will comment back, comment on all my videos, all my comments that people talk to me, whether they say you suck or they say good game, or they have some thoughts or comments or suggestions how I might play it better. So comment, leave a like, and until next time, this is Crosstrain from World of Tanks. Peace.